In this stewardship season, as is the custom of St. Peter's, we hear from members of our congregation of their own story of faith. And this week, we're excited to begin this year's series with Judy Royer. Next week, we'll welcome Mary Beth McKenzie. And then on November 22nd, we'll welcome John Carroll. But today, Judy, would you like to join us?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning to my YouTube family. I've been an Episcopalian all my life. My family spent Sunday mornings in the chancel. My father was the organist, musical director. My brother, an acolyte. And my mom and I sang in the choir. Music has been important to me from a very early age. I'm told that at age 5, I sat in the front pew of our church with my mother. My father came in and sat at the organ and did nothing. And finally, in a very loud 5-year-old voice, I said, "Come on, Daddy, play." And the poor man, what could he do? He played. And I turned to the congregation and I said, "See, he can." So you can imagine how excited I was to come to St. Peter's on that very first day and hear wonderful music. Wonderful organ, wonderful choir, joyous people. I didn't know at that point that there was also a bell choir and a rock group that joined that music ministry. But under Britt's direction, the music continues to inspire me, especially today, because the music that was done by Ian, nicely done by the way, was very important to me. I sang the Panis at my brother's wedding. Leaving church that first day, Father Dirk greeted us at the door with a friendly smile and a warm handshake. Remember when we could do that? That was almost 2 years ago, and we came back, Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, until COVID. However, my daughter Jill, my son-in-law David, your acolyte, my grandson Charlie, have continued to call St. Peter's home. You have to excuse me, but I don't know whether you have trouble with this, but masks seem to fog up my glasses. And I remember when we used to snorkel, we would spit on our masks to keep them from fogging up. So I might try that. Not today, but someday. Anyhow, when I became a vestry member, I wondered at that point just exactly what could I contribute. Well, I knew that I had a sincere willingness to help. But sometimes we get more than we give. For what I found in the vestry was a sense of warmth, welcoming, and togetherness. Togetherness in a common goal: the welfare of St. Peter's, the parish itself, and the community. In the stewardship letter, there's an excerpt from the prayer book that can be applied to the vestry members. They are most definitely, and I quote, all of one heart and mind within God's holy church. Unity. One of the phrases common during this pandemic is #InItTogether. It's another example of the unity necessary to find our way through whatever life hands us. My husband and I were treated to a tour of Crossroads last Sunday. Through unity, God's grace, and working together, this parish has managed to create an incredible building which will serve us in our community in wonderful ways for decades to come. Long after many of us are gone, that beautiful building will continue to bring people together. Unity. Because COVID until recently mandated closure of our parish building, we were fortunate in having online services available. It seemed strange at first, going to church in front of a computer, sometimes in a nightgown. and especially seeing the pastoral pooch in the chancel. The only one, by the way, who was not wearing a mask. But I found fewer distractions when I was on the service online, a deeper attention to the service, and with it, and Compline, which I dearly love, a deeper faith evolved. I knew my parish family was still connected. Unity. You are surely aware of the enormous outreach programs of St. Peter's, and I've been fortunate to participate in some. But the most meaningful to me was the vestry assignment of springtime COVID calls to parishioners. I was given a group of 10 families whom I had never met. I was meant to reach out, make sure that they were all okay, help to determine any needs they might have, and to assure them that St. Peter's was concerned for and available to them at all times. I know their names, I know their phone numbers. However, I would not recognize them in person. But guess what? They're my friends. We are unified through St. Peter's effort to care for its congregants. Unity. After my first vestry meeting, as Father Dirk and I walked toward our cars, we came across a woman lying in a heap of construction rubble. It was startling, and I thought she was dead. She wasn't. We waited till the first aid squad arrived, and they recognized her and said, "Oh, she's one of ours." I didn't know what they meant by that, but later I thought, she's one of ours too, because we're unified as God's children. We're unified in our outreach missions. We're unified with our community, and we're unified in our belief. This is stewardship season, and I'm blessed to be a member of a loving and vibrant church, which is supported by the time, the talent, and yes, the treasure of a devoted body of parishioners. And I'm very, very happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.